Palmieri was arrested and charged last year on multiple counts of rape and child sex assault. He's now in prison. He's father to a large family that are longtime parishioners of the local SSPX chapel and worked at St. Mary's Academy. According to one eyewitness, not one, not two, but 3 SSPX priests knew of his abuse and said nothing, even ordering him to stay quiet.
He said not to turn Palmieri in, and that if I was to speak about it, I would be committing a mortal sin for ruining his good name.
He said if you reported on Peter Palmieri, you'd be committing a mortal sin?
Correct.
In 2012, Kyle White was engaged to one of Palmieri's daughters, who'd been sexually abused by Palmieri from the time she was 8 to age 15. Both Kyle and she were parishioners at St. Mary's. At age 19, she and Kyle went to SSPX priest Father Todd Angeli,
therefore, during the ceremony,
at the time assigned at St. Mary's, to ask for his advice on how to handle this.
So we went to go talk to Father Todd Angeli, and I was hoping that he would advise her to turn her father in, Peter Palmieri, and he did not.
Noteworthy, Angeli grew up going to St. Mary's Academy with Palmieri, the two longtime friends.
Palmieri was an employee of the St. Mary's Academy there in St. Mary's at the time, and he stayed an employee for quite a few weeks after our first conversation with Father Angeli.
A few weeks after you told Father Angeli about the abuse, Palmieri was allowed to continue working at the school.
Correct. I heard it was a priest down in Arizona, I believe it was, that called there in St. Mary's, letting them know that, hey, you need to get rid of this guy.
So then it wasn't Father Angeli.
Exactly. No, it was not Father Angeli, to my understanding.
Kyle ignored Angeli's advice to stay quiet, leading to a surprise phone call a few weeks later from Father Hervé de la Tour, the same priest who had counseled Jassy Jacobs to stay quiet about Father Duverger.
Father de la Tour told me to not speak about Peter Palmieri and ruin his good name. I would be committing the sin of detraction.
Kyle then turned to Father Kenneth Novak,
make a mockery of a Catholic church,
who met him under cover of night in the choir loft of Assumption Chapel.
Father Novak said that he was not supposed to be talking to me. He agreed that Peter Palmieri needed to be turned in because how pedophiles work, they don't stop. He was told not to speak with me.
After all 3 SSPX clergy refused to offer assistance, Kyle took his report to the SSPX-friendly police anyway, who failed to launch an investigation, claiming the matter was hearsay. It wouldn't be until 6 years later that the county sheriff revealed the police had bungled the case. Palmieri finally arrested and charged for his crimes. He's currently behind bars.